2 hours into the flight, the Kestrel's journey had been uneventful. The initial tension from the hangar was fading into a heavy, wordless quiet. The only sounds were the low hum of the twin engines and the faint mechanical murmur of the onboard systems. Outside the hull, the night was absolute. An ocean of black scattered with stars. The golden haze of the barrier lay somewhere ahead, just barely visible as a thin smear on the horizon. Lira sat in the cockpit, hands light on the controls, eyes scanning the readouts. Everything was steady, until the forward displays blinked. Just a flicker, a fraction of a second, but enough to pull her focus. She tapped the diagnostic overlay, checking the feed from the external sensors, all green. "Zephyr," she called over her shoulder. "Run a sweep on the comms array." He was already leaning over the systems station, fingers gliding across the screen. "Comms are clear. No jamming, no weather, no debris fields." Then the lights dimmed. Not a full blackout, just a strange, unnatural sag in the power. The steady engine hum dropped a note lower. From the main hold, Zane stepped into the cockpit threshold. "That's not weather." "I know," Lira said, adjusting the throttle. The deck gave a sharp shiver, making one of the bulkhead lockers rattle. A stabilizer warning light pulsed amber on the console. Ronan appeared from the hold, bracing a hand against the wall. "We bleeding power?" "Not exactly," Lira replied, scanning the energy readouts. "We've still got full core output, but something's dragging on it, like we're flying through syrup." The air inside the ship shifted. It was subtle, but everyone felt it. A faint pressure against the skin, like static charge building in the cabin. The fine hairs on Zane's arms lifted. Then came the sound. A low hum, deeper than the engines, resonating through the hull. It wasn't steady, it pulsed, irregular like a slow heartbeat. Zephyr's eyes flicked to his panel. "It's in the frame, running through the whole ship." The Kestrel lurched. Alarms shrieked across the cockpit. The inertial dampeners caught too late, throwing the crew off balance. "Hold on!" Lira barked, fighting the controls. The nose dipped sharply before she steadied the ship. The stabilizers were sluggish, responding a beat behind her inputs. In the main hold, Ronan was already at the engineering console, pulling up the energy matrix. Power cycling erratically and rerouting to the stabilizers. He dropped to one knee, pulling open a deck panel. The glow from the core pulsed up through the gap, steady but with a faint, irregular tremor that made his fingers pause mid-check. "That's not right," he muttered.
"Give me something!" Lira called back. Ronan's hands moved quickly, locking a manual bypass into place. The core's pulse steadied. The ship responded immediately, smoother, tighter. "Stabilizers back online," he confirmed. Zane stepped up beside Lira, scanning the forward instruments. "You've got your control back. Now keep us in the air." She didn't glance at him, but her tone softened. "Thanks." The hum outside began to fade, the static pressure in the air easing. Systems across the cockpit flickered back to green. For the next 20 minutes, the Kestrel flew in uneasy silence. No one spoke much, but everyone remained at their stations, watching for the smallest fluctuation. Then Zephyr's voice cut in. "I have Sierra on the scanners, 2 clicks out." Ronan moved toward the viewport. "Lights?" "Negative," Zephyr said. "No heat signatures, no comm traffic." Lira's brow furrowed. "Could be powered down." Before anyone could speculate further, the interference hit again, harder this time. The lights dimmed to half strength. The hum roared back, vibrating the deck plates like a living thing. The engines groaned, their output dropping by 30% in seconds. "We're not going to make a vertical set-down at Sierra," Ronan warned from the engineering console. "Not without cooking the stabilizers." Lira's eyes darted between the controls and the readouts. "Options?" Zane spoke quickly. "We find somewhere close. Land now. Get in on foot." The Kestrel shuddered again, as if struck from the outside. "Closest clearing is 800 meters north of Sierra," Zephyr said. "Terrain looks flat enough for a set-down." "Do it," Lira ordered. The ship dropped toward the darkened landscape, the engines straining against whatever force gripped them. At 30 meters, the interference began to fade, as if whatever it was had decided to let them go. The landing skids touched down with a dull thud. The Kestrel's engines powered down, leaving the hold in heavy, oppressive silence. Ronan straightened from the console. "We're down." Zane unstrapped his sidearm. "Let's move before it changes its mind." None of them noticed the faint ripple of shadow that slipped between the rocks at the edge of the clearing.